Hello dear viewers, welcome back to our channel, it's Maverick here, and today we are watching the grand finale of Kanokari. Now this video is a bit late, I do apologize, I've been looking forward to this the whole week, but unfortunately a spur of the minute thing came up and I was out of town. So I got back and I'm here cranking this video out. I'm completely sleep deprived, but hey, I want to see the grand finale of this, right? Because we got Mami versus Chizuru. Mami's found out about Chizuru's secret. She's probably found out about the secrets of the other girls as well. And, well, what exactly is going to happen, right? Obviously, I don't expect her to just lay it all out or tell everybody around or something like that. I don't think that actually really advances the plot, right? It really doesn't advance the story. So there's definitely some kind of compromise that's going to be reached here, but I'm not sure what it is. What is it, right? Because we are so far still quite unclear as to Mami's motives and intentions. So with that in mind, let's just get right into the episode right now. I can't wait to see what particular circumstance comes up and how the story goes on. All right, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Maybe... Are they gonna meet each other? Oh, and here's the opening. Don't you guys work together? Although, actually, that's really true. When you're in love with someone, damn, Ruka's cute. That looks real good, and I love her shoes. She's like, you idiot. Ah, look at that smile. I mean, this is actually the ending. I actually really loved it. Bungee confession. Bungee jump confession. Yeah, sorta, kinda. That's true, though. I don't actually think he's going to confess to her, though. Oh, really? I mean, Mami and Chizuru. Look. Close the door! Close the damn door! Okay, at least, oh, she's actually... About a week ago. The only 1 star was by Kazuya. The girl band that performs the opening, and the singer that performs the ending. Is she going? Actually, who knew that the KTV would be such a the karaoke place would be such an important setting in this anime? I guess the opening. Oh my god. She actually looks like she's gonna murder someone. How would you act? Oh. Okay. I actually made a quick Oh my god. The tension. You could cut the tension. Very nice. A whole year? Wow. They've known each other for a whole year? So much time has passed? I mean, it's not like she And it's not like she's like, I want to tell everybody this, right? But still, what exactly is mommy's intentions? I still don't understand. Is she just simply... Okay, so that's what he's trying to... Huh? Okay, he's gonna go... search for... Oh, I'm sick. Okay. Run! I mean... Well, there's probably some demand for that as well. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Spicy. Are we gonna get some of real mommy? Oh. Right back at ya! Oh man! Mm. Hmm? Look at her face. Who's gonna see? Yeah. Mami already knows Kazuya's here, right? The what? And so in the end, he doesn't come out. What? All right, all right. Let's just continue on. No, you... Look at this. Just trying to be a wing. Oh my god, the dynamic here. I love this. So what are you gonna do about it, Kazuya? Come on! Are you gonna try to confess to her? Right after this? So what are you gonna do about it, man? Come on! Yeah, work up the courage! Go! Are you serious? We're ending here? No, we still got a lot. Alright. So in this final episode, we flip the opening and the ending. Yeah, there's still a lot more after this, so it's definitely still going on. Wait, what the hell? Oh, it's basically all the nice little moments between these two. La Peggy's. Kim Shite. Oh. Okay, Sarachan sang the insert song. how's this gonna work now if he's already confessed to Shizuhara? Like, alright. Hopefully the... Oh my god. Ah, Kazuya. Yeah, he's dying. No, you actually did not. No, this is the one thing that you've been doing correctly through the past 4 or 5 episodes. Now, you're never gonna see her again anyways. Go for broke. Oh, she's getting all flustered as well. I do wonder, though, if he didn't... I think she might have said yes, maybe? Hard to say. Or does she actually know? She's not a dummy. She might actually know. Okay. Hello, Sumi-chan. Oh. Wait, what? Huh? What the hell was this kind of ending? Kind of like the Hooters or something? Oh. Hey. Hey. Mommy. Does that mean something? What? What? Alrighty, so that was honestly much more of a troll ending than I was expecting, and we did not really get to see, what really came out of this entire Chizuru and Mami encounter. I thought we would actually have a much further progression of the story based on that, but as it stands, it seems that everything just falls back to the status quo, right? Which is, I think this is the first time I've actually really felt that, hey, we are actually purposely not moving the story forward, and instead reverting it in a way, right? Because even after that, what was supposed to be a bombshell development, right, with Mami knowing about the entire situation with rental girlfriends and whatnot, and indeed, since she now has knowledge of that dating, that app, that website, she probably knows all the other girls as well, so she is completely in the know, right? But yet, she hasn't really taken any action, right? So even though she did say, okay, I'm going to, you should break up with Kazuya, you shouldn't play this rental girlfriend thing anymore, so what, right? She's already promised that she's not going to tell anybody else, even though she very well could. And if she actually meant malice towards Kazuya, indeed, I think that's what she should do, right? So she's definitely giving me a lot of mixed signals right now. I still can't quite figure Mami out. I think it still boils down to, why did she date Kazuya in the first place? Why did she break up with him? And once we know that, maybe we can learn a little bit more about what her personality is and what she really feels about Kazuya, right? Because I could totally see a case where, okay, if you're so prideful that you can't accept your ex has moved on and is doing better than you, I can totally get that aspect, right? And yet, even though we can assume Mami to be this kind of manipulative and very jealous character, jealous, or I guess you could say it's a jealous character even without love. It's not like she's completely doing it with, out of pure malicious hatred or whatnot, right? So, like I said, she could have easily made the situation a lot more worse than it stands right now, and yet she hasn't chosen to? I don't see why, and so I really can't figure out her character at all. Part of me thinks that she's still actually probably deep down, I don't know, has some feelings for Kazuya, maybe? And indeed, through the different hints that we've had so far from the past episodes to her reaction here at Chizuru once again bringing up, true love and all that stuff, or just falling in love in general, I do have this kind of feeling that maybe she is, she's just wired differently to the point where she can't really understand what love is. She decided, if we tie it back to some things that she said before, it seems that she tried her hand out at this sort of falling in love. She doesn't find it all that, basically, and so she's basically like, okay, this is pointless. I don't want to go on anymore. And so it might be a sort of quest to find love, in a way. And perhaps the answer that is going to still continuously come back to her is actually in the solution, the answer of Kazuya here. So, I was quite disappointed that we didn't get any big development here, but, and indeed, even the sort of, semi-development that we could have had between Kazuya and Chizuru didn't really happen, especially at the very end there when he retracted his words. Although, I think here, it's also a very, interesting point as well, right? So first of all, I do feel that Chizuru probably is not that dumb as to buy into Kazuya's excuse there, right? She probably does know that he meant that, I think, or maybe, I don't know, because it's also kind of hard to judge Chizuru's attitude as well, right? We certainly know that she has sort of kind of have feelings for Kazuya, and she probably recognizes that as well. So I just don't understand why she is still so intent on trying to find Kazuya a girlfriend still, right? Like, what purpose of this? Does she, she's actively avoiding this question of whether or not to be Kazuya's girlfriend for real, right? Like, I don't mean in the case where she has to actually start romancing Kazuya or anything. If she wants to, she can still keep the, be on the waiting side and whatnot, but I mean more in terms of how she views the situation and what kind of actions she's going to take, right? For someone who has made her mind, yes, I do like Kazuya, and it would be great if I could go out with him, if we could become a couple, wouldn't really be so active or eager to push Ruka, to push Sumi, to push indeed even Mami back to Kazuya's side. So this is definitely a part that I am very intrigued by, like whether it's her pride or maybe the fact that she wants to focus on her acting career or whatnot, and so she doesn't want to have a love life interfere with this. That's definitely an interesting question as well in terms of this point, because. And I mean, if you're telling me that it's because she also has she's also quite insecure about herself in terms of Kazuya's feelings and whatnot, I mean, I would say that would be bullshit. Obviously, it doesn't work all that. You can't really say for sure, but what I mean is, from a more realistic perspective, the cream of the crop in terms of female companion, females and whatnot, they know. Okay, they know that they are the cream of the crop, and they know that they have more bargaining power, and they know that they are able to have relationships with more people, basically. And it's a very realistic perspective here, but that's just the point that I'm trying to make, in that I definitely don't think this is a case where, okay, she's kind of embarrassed by the what should I call it? By the potential of rejection, right? Or something like that. Or that kind of thing. I don't think it's that. And indeed, even if it were that, that would mean that she knows that she likes Kazuya for real, so why actually push the other girls toward him, right? So, I don't know, or maybe she's still trying to be in denial of these feelings, like, maybe she's still not entirely sold on Kazuya being a good potential suitor for her, or, things of that sort. I know this is kind of like making it out to be too harsh and whatnot, but come on, let's be honest here. Kazuya is not exactly the best candidate of all things, right? Certainly, he has shown his good points. I completely agree with that, and indeed, I've also I've also been impressed by some of the things that he's made. That doesn't change the fact that there's still lots of other things that he is not, and negatives about him that could potentially push others away from him, right? So I think it's also just as unclear as I am on Mami's sort of intentions here. It's also quite intriguing to me what Chizuru's actual intentions are, and I think this kind of wraps up this episode in a little bit, and basically, using this as an example, we can talk about the entire series as a whole, right? So, first of all, let me say that I absolutely enjoyed this series. I came into this really not expecting too much. I was expecting kind of a Nisekoi ripoff, or at least heavily inspired by it. Turns out, I can still see the kind of cross-references in a way. It's definitely influenced by Nisekoi, I feel. But it's definitely got a very unique dynamic going on. I love the context. I love the setting that they have put themselves into. And it makes for some really, really interesting dynamics that you don't see with other rom-coms, right? I mentioned this numerous times already. The fact that, there's numerous fake girlfriends here. Playing the part of rental girlfriends, turning this fake love into true love. And yet, at the same time, we have this strange sort of strange relationship here where even though we know from the very beginning like who the main girl is and who it's gonna conclude with, they also have this strange dynamic going on where Chizuru is trying to push other girls onto Kazuya and trying to find him a girlfriend, and etc, 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 right? And so I don't know, just the whole setting of this, I feel like is really, really unique and really makes for an interesting experience. It definitely subverts a lot of normal harem rom-com expectations, right? So, yeah, I am definitely enjoying it. And the situations that they get themselves into as well. Definitely, a lot more on the accidental coincidences side, which are, like what are the odds, basically. But you gotta throw some curveballs in there somehow in order to make the story or make the series progress forward. It is fiction after all, so I'm not gonna talk too much about that part. In terms of the girls, in terms of the characters, I think pretty obviously Chizuru should still be everybody's number one girl here. But I have to say, both Ruka and Sumi have their charm points as well. And especially, for me, the thing that I am always kind of meh about in terms of harem rom-com is when, you already know from the very beginning who the end girl is, and yet you still have to introduce all these other characters, which to me, it's always such a shame, because you introduce these characters, and yet you know from the very beginning that they are going to lose in the end. They have no chance, right? So I always feel sympathetic towards these kind of characters, and that makes me want to root for them, even though I know that nothing is going to come out of it. So that goes for Sumi and Ruka. Not to mention, they're both quite cute. They both have charming personalities as well. Yeah, I really feel bad for them. So I'm sure, from a more realistic perspective, I think, even if I had to choose, I would choose Chizuru. But in terms of who I'm rooting for, I'm definitely rooting more for more screen time and more interactions from Ruka and from Sumi, right? Especially Sumi, since we never really saw her much in this particular season. So I do hope that, hey, who knows, maybe a second season or something like that, and then we can get a little bit more of her. Mami, I'm definitely still on defense about, right? She's cute, I'll give her that. Her personality, even though I'm sure lots of people are calling her lots of names, like bitch, for example. I don't know. I've always liked a mean girl, right? I've always liked antagonists as well, so I just really want to see like what's making her tick, like what is driving her, what is she, so what's her problem basically. I'm not saying that I support her, but I definitely want to learn more about her, and the only way that we can learn more about her is if she also gets a lot more screen time, and we can see her interact with Kazuya and potentially the other girls a little bit more, right? So I'm still waiting for the day when they all meet, right? So the Chizuru and Ruka and Sumi and Mami, and then they all meet, and maybe Kazuya's there as well. Oh man, can you guys just imagine? That is going to be epic. So yeah, I think overall, definitely a much better series than I was anticipating, and I have to say I am definitely thoroughly enjoying this series. These characters, well, except for Kazuya, right? Like I said, I definitely, my biggest problem with him is definitely still in the way that he speaks. Like, I honestly can't stand it. I always want to slap him when he speaks. But, I do appreciate that his true is real. That includes his more pervy kind of thoughts as well, and so on and so forth. Like, I'm not going to, like, we don't need to sugarcoat it. It's real life, right? I do dig a character who is a more, not hiding behind like this fake politeness or so on and so forth. We do have to give him props. He puts his loyalty to his friends very, very high up there. So that is always a thumbs up from me. But it's just the way that he speaks, and the way that he always has to do things at the worst possible time, right? Like this. Kazuya, you definitely have a timing issue here. So, but yeah, in any case, great episode. I'm sorry, great series, great characters. I definitely want to see more of it. If there is a season 2, you can bet your ass that I would be watching it as well. And, great music as well, although that was pretty much expected, since one of the reasons I decided to watch this in the first place was because the music is being done by Hyadane, right? So, love his music. I love the ending song, the Bungee Jump Confessions. That song, the original ending song, the opening of this episode, definitely one of my favorites from this season so far. I've been listening on repeat for so many times. It is actually composed by Hyadane, by the way. So yeah. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this series as much as I did, and thank you guys for following along. If you guys found my channel through this particular series, and you like the way that I do things, feel free to watch my other works as well. I typically try to go more into the review aspects, although I think lots of people also like to watch my reactions when I do comedy as well, right? Whatever suits your taste, right? So hopefully, I'll have a chance to see you guys again. If you like, leave a subscribe, like, that kind of thing. But if not, well, hopefully there will be a series in the future where we can meet once again. So, thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. This is Maverick, and bye-bye.